Does law shape society, or does society shape the law? A thought-provoking question indeed, leading us to the core of our today's discourse. Law, a set of rules created and enforced by social or governmental institutions to regulate behavior, is both a science and an art. It's a science as it requires precise understanding and application, and an art because it is the pursuit of justice. But law is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It varies across jurisdictions, and these differences are analyzed in comparative law. In some jurisdictions, like civil law jurisdictions, law is codified and consolidated by a legislature or another central body. Here, law is mostly written and structured. In contrast, common law systems, like those in the United States and the United Kingdom, depend heavily on case law, where judges may make binding law through precedent. This allows for flexibility and adaptability but can also lead to unpredictability. Historically, religious law has significantly influenced secular matters. Even in the 21st century, Sharia law, based on Islamic principles, serves as the primary legal system in several countries, including Iran and Saudi Arabia. The scope of law can be divided into two domains: public law and private law. Public law concerns government and society, including constitutional law, administrative law, and criminal law. On the other hand, private law deals with legal disputes between parties in areas such as contracts, property, and commercial law. This distinction is stronger in civil law countries with a separate system of administrative courts, but in common law jurisdictions, the public-private law divide is less pronounced. Law not only serves as a mediator of relations between people, but it also shapes politics, economics, history, and society in various ways. It raises important and complex issues concerning equality, fairness, and justice. However, defining law is no simple task. Despite several attempts, a universally acceptable definition of law remains elusive. Some argue that the meaning of the word law depends on the context in which it is used. Others contend that it is impossible to define the word law, but believe the struggle to define it should not be abandoned. So, to revisit our initial question, does law shape society, or does society shape the law? The answer is perhaps a bit of both. Law is a reflection of the society that creates it, and in turn, it molds society through its enforcement. In conclusion, law in all its forms is a set of rules that regulate behavior. Whether codified by a central body in civil law jurisdictions, established by judges in common law systems, or influenced by religious principles, law maintains order, mediates relations, and shapes society. Meanwhile, the public-private law distinction varies between jurisdictions, with a stronger divide in civil law countries. But despite its various forms and influences, a universally acceptable definition of law remains elusive, and perhaps that is the beauty of law: its ability to adapt, evolve, and reflect the society it serves.